What's up, y'all? It's going to be going through our live reactions. Obviously, brought to you by the Main Event Wrestling Network. I am Ian from the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast. Just thought I'd give you my thoughts on WWE Smackdown tonight and AEW Rampage just after. This will be a 4-hour, live stream. So buckle up. We have a lot of wrestling to watch. If you are in the chat at any point tonight, be sure to tune in. Give me your thoughts, as we got a long night ahead of us. Let's enjoy it. As we say many times on the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast, it is a great time to be a wrestling fan. And obviously, I'm here to watch all of it. I hold no grudge against any company at all. Opening up with Smackdown here. Obviously, AEW Rampage, I thought that would be a 7 o'clock start, so I thought I was going to be taking precedence over Smackdown, which is a first for me. But no, we have AEW Smackdown first, and then AEW Rampage just after. But yeah, we have Smackdown tomorrow, or Crown Jewel tomorrow. Opening up with LA Knight. Let's see what you have to say. Give it a little change of color. I really am. I'm kind of skeptical about what is going to be said or what's going to be had. I don't think LA Knight wins tomorrow, if I'm being completely honest. I don't think there's a lot of people that thinks he wins tomorrow. The guy reigns, but it's all about the build afterwards, as we all know. Be drinking a little brewskis, celebrate the Friday night. Crowd is still super hot behind LA Knight. This is the kind of stuff I like to be quiet for and just kind of listen, hear what he has to say. Because, LA Knight could talk, as we all know. The fact that a lot of people know that he's not going to win, but still a lot of backing. And Roman out early. That's new. Yeah, last week we saw LA Knight come out during Roman Reigns' entrance, which pretty sure that might be a first. There's nothing like Roman Reigns coming out. LA Knight's still talking. I mean, this is a way to start SmackDown. Roman has been carrying the brand of SmackDown, and hell, you could even say WWE for a while now. Might as well start with a bang. Still interested to know what Paul Heyman's intentions are. So we're definitely going to see a war of words here. The craziest part, too, I mean, they leave probably right after the show to get a Saudi. I could not imagine that. That amount of traveling and then having to put on a match right away. I mean, it's a day show tomorrow. Here we go. Go live on every single platform, not just on YouTube. This was supposed to be a main event exclusive, but we shall go live on the Mark on Twitter. We'll wait for everybody to get rolling in. We'll get everybody rolling in here. I mean, I like what he's saying. Roman's really just shouting out to the crowd, saying, "You guys brought this guy over." Ooh, this is the last night it's going to happen. Nice little cinema shout out there. A lot of people that suck off the bloodline, as you know on Twitter, like call everything that he says cinema. For those that don't know, calling out LA Knight for being a rock ripoff. Love that. Yeah, Gags. Try to get it on everything. While spurring up every single comment. Gags, try to bring up every single streaming platform. This is the first time trying it out, but I think it worked out. Did not realize Rampage was on at 9, which is my mistake. So might as well go 4 hours in a row. I have nothing else to do tonight. I was going to, and then I realized I have nothing to do until, well, pretty much the entire night. So I might as well watch everything. What's up, Robbie? How we doing tonight? Late night for Robbie Collins. Know that. Probably 1 o'clock there. Watching a war of words between LA Knight and Roman Reigns to open up SmackDown tonight. Ooh, there we go. We're good. We're good, Robbie. I like that. LA Knight, he says, if you don't kill me now, I will be back. So it kind of opens up the doors to he's not finished if he does lose, which he probably will lose. I like that segment. That was good. They got their shots in, sell the match before, like the night of. Got Nick Aldis in the ring with a bunch of random reps I've never seen before. They might have know one of them. Welcome everybody to the stream. Seeing LA Knight and Roman Reigns closing it out. Their segment had a little war of words. Oh, I did not know that, Gigs. Pre-recorded in Milwaukee last week. That would make sense because I literally brought up earlier in the stream. If they're having to travel over to Saudi for a day show, that's insane. I don't know how they could be physically active. Did not know the United States weigh-in championship weigh-in was tonight. By the way, wow. Yeah, I will be live for Rampage. We'll be taking a lot. Ooh, ooh. KO did not see this before. Breaking through the wall, love that. Kevin Owens showing up to the ring. So far we have 3 segments that are scheduled for tonight's SmackDown, really displaying and previewing tomorrow's pay per view, which is new for WWE, especially Crown Jewel. I love that. They're really trying to make Crown Jewel into something special, not just another hole in the wall pay per view, kind of a house show. Kevin and Owens and Austin Theory should be a good match. Going into commercial break. We got some time to talk. Robbie, I don't know what I will be wearing tomorrow. I'll probably be wearing my because I will still be probably waking up at noon. If I'm being completely honest. Yeah, and drinking some Miller Lights, some cold brews, celebrating the Friday. Happy Friday to everybody. Have a great weekend. Again, if you have any questions or maybe even predictions for tomorrow's pay per view, please let me know. Let's talk about it. A lot of open discussion. We have 4 hours of live stream tonight. I'll just be watching some pro wrestling. You guys watch with. Still in my work clothes from today. Just kind of decided to watch some wrestling tonight. 5 p.m. start. That is the perfect time to watch pay per view. Here we go. Oh, that's the Main Event Wrestling Network. Sorry, new to the StreamYard. Why do we have? We're gonna take her going. Focus. I will. Yeah, I will edit the words. Yes, focus. I will be live for 4 hours. I am a nobody with nothing to do. I will be taking a break to make some food, bring it back down, grab some popcorn, watch Rampage. I will be watching it all tonight. I've got nothing to do tonight. Want to talk to everybody here. Heard Liv may be back soon. Again, I'm open to it. Very open. I do want to point out the fact that we have a. I mean, it wasn't brought up in OTM last night. I mean, Crown Jewel saw a lot of growth in the women's side of everything. We have a five-way women's match. I mean, obviously, they're probably still going to be wearing the skin suits or whatever they wear, just because Saudi Arabia. We don't. I mean, women's wrestling in Saudi Arabia going to the House of Gags tomorrow. I don't know. I really don't know. I might just be staying here for that day, just to watch it here. Still home alone, waiting for the Madre to get home tomorrow. Actually, that makes her sound like a loser, but gotta be watching the pups. It's a good call. Just going out with the boys later that day. I gotta make sure the pups have somebody around. Theory on commentary with Kevin Owens. Oh no, Grayson Waller. Sorry, apologies. Loved the segment with that backstage segment. And as most people know, Grayson Waller did make Taylor Swift into the megastar she is today. Robbie, it's no worries. No worries at all. You cook when you need to cook, and we appreciate any work that you do. Down. Austin Theory live here in action against Kevin Owens. Should be a good match. Austin Theory kind of has that Sheamus entrance going on right now. Got the spanning out with a bright pale light. What's up, Icy? Love you too, man. Zach Heist tuning in from Facebook. Icy, you watching any pro wrestling lately? I love it, Robbie. Please pump out as much TikTok as you want. The more content, the better. Heist would love to see you at the fall ball tournament, by the way, for just saying. Needing some guys, but we would love to have you. Nice nice medium pitch. Kevin Owens mannerisms. Gags, this is live on the main event YouTube and live on OTM Facebook and OTM Twitter, just to kind of represent the brand for both. Main event YouTube, getting a little push for them. Try to split it right down the middle. Dude, Heist, we're still waiting on the volunteers can volunteer. There's been a lot of conspiracies about us and a lot of backlash towards us for the driving distance, but yeah. Back to the pro wrestling here. I do love the pairing of Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. I mean, with the Miz still in the mix, I mean those three are basically the same character. In actuality, they could talk. Uh, kind of sleazy heels that could talk. Absolutely, Heisey. Have a good night, man. But yeah, I like this pairing. Gives them something to do. Back to commercial break. The thing with Grayson Waller is like the guy, if he really wanted to flip the switch and then go back to, or I mean, not go back to, but like be a face. I've seen what he's like outside of WWE and just his personal on character. I mean, same with Austin Theory. They are good faces. They could be good guys because they are good guys in real life. Kayfabe, sorry, it's dead. Um, but it's just all about the timing of where everything's at. But the tag team that they have now with Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, I love what they're doing. They can talk the talk, walk the walk, probably. But again, it really just reminds me of the Miz. Well, I'm just saying. Grayson Waller did make Taylor Swift into a megastar, as we all know. Obviously, Taylor Swift would be nothing without Grayson Waller. Again, for those that just tuning in, we have another 3.5 hours now of watching wrestling, and I will just be talking. Back to the old live streaming days when I used to do that on Twitch. But I am here for those that are watching on the Main Event Wrestling Network uh, YouTube account. I am here representing the On the Mark Wrestling podcast, which is live every single Thursday, talking wrestling, talking AEW, talking WWE. But it's mainly a recap. It's not necessarily like a preview show, or this week was a preview show, but not necessarily a live reaction channel. But sometimes it could happen. It's not just tonight, but special occasions. Nada. Cal Gagliardi, the primary host on the On the Mark Wrestling podcast, is calling out Taylor Swift. She's not a megastar. She's not a billionaire. Yikes. She did make Travis Kelce and the NFL popular, so, you know, just a hater. Back to the action. Outside action, outside of the ring action. Kevin Owens just threw him back into the ring. Now, I wonder where they're going to take this feud. Does Sami Zayn come over and help out Kevin Owens against the tag team of Austin Theory and Grayson Waller? Or does it turn into a handicap match? Because really, whenever I think of a handicap match and one guy against two, uh, it just kind of almost buries the tag team talent. So I wonder where to go with this, the direction they have, because obviously they don't have a match tomorrow night on Crown Jewel. Sami Zayn does, and obviously Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are brand split now, with Sami Zayn on Monday Night Raw. Ooh, KO going with the pop-up powerbomb. One of the cleanest moves in pro wrestling. I mean, Kevin Owens is just he's so good just because of his mannerisms and just selling. That's something that's really underrated about him. He's a very, I mean, I'm sure he's pretty technical in his wrestling, but just he's clean about everything. Nothing too fancy. Robbie Collins, I like the steak. I really think KO should be a big time guy. I think they would want to. He could be up there. He's got a character in there somewhere for KO. I mean, I'd agree. It's just the fact that his character really only changes based on who he's facing. Um, but mainly he's got the same character, if that makes any sense. There's not a lot of alterations. There really has never been, besides when he won the United States title and he suits. It's just always been the same, really. The whole fight Owens fight or stun Owens stun. Pop up power bomb. Hit it. Ooh, playing to the crowd. I like it. Hmm. Okay, this is interesting. So he beats Theory, pins Theory, but he's calling out Grayson Waller on the sidelines while Grayson Waller is saying, "Do that to me." It's weird. I mean, Theory really did not have a lot of offense there. It's starting to make me think that maybe the wheels have fallen off the whole A-Town down train. They gave him a shot, but I don't know. I think this is really early. Oh yeah, no, exactly. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I mean, their feud and rivalry back in NXT. I mean, that's just golden NXT times. Really, all it is. Bianca still playing face here in the backstage segment. Mm. Hey, should we switch over to GCW to watch that? We could do that. Back in the break. I like it. Nick Aldis is actually taking control of backstage action. Hello, Patrick Novosel. What is up, my guy? I hope you're having a great night. Robbie Collins. I feel bad for Theory, man. Usually getting put over by Cena at Mania would be a good help in someone's career, but it didn't work for Theory. They had something. I mean, they really did, but they let it fall flat. Um, there really wasn't any development or kind of follow up with Theory. It really didn't make any sense. I think that's kind of what made it a bad taste. It should have been a big deal, but it didn't feel like it in the moment. Especially, I'm pretty sure that opened up WrestleMania that year, so everyone kind of forgot about it by the end of the show. Patrick, we're happy to have you. You are more than welcome to tune in anytime you'd like. Patrick, we will be live for the next 3.5 hours, hopefully. Hopefully. If I don't fall asleep, if Rampage sucks that bad. If Rampage is really bad and gets really bad, could be a 1 hour thing into Rampage. So at least 3 hours we will be here live. My reactions. I will be getting your reactions. We'll talk about it. Yeah, Gags. It was. He said it did. I was there. Worst match of the night. But and I said that at the time. I think it was meant to be a bad match. That's kind of the idea behind it. It was Austin Theory got the low blow with the ref looking away, pins John Cena, which I think that was the selling point. He pinned John Cena at WrestleMania. Rampage is only an hour. Didn't know that. Here we go. Long week. Question. Guess on how long Crown Jewel will be. 4 hours. I mean, the amount of matches that they have announced, and now they have a Grayson Waller effect within Crown Jewel. I think there are 8 matches that are scheduled. So 3 hours, 3 to 4 in that range. Kyle says to learn more about wrestling. Well, here's the issue. I haven't watched Rampage in probably about a year. That's that's probably the issue. Robbie, do I need to ask your thoughts about Flair in AEW? I talked about it on last night's OTM. We talked a little bit about it. I'm indifferential about Flair in AEW. It all really depends on where his mental state is and if he actually wants to help out the company or he's just there for a quick money grab. If the money grab's the case, then I mean, good for him, I guess. But that's a bad look on AEW's part. I would like to hear about him being a coach. I don't think it'll happen. Um, I mean, obviously, I kind of was expecting him to stick around just for Sting's kind of run until he retires at Revolution in 2024. Which I mean, what that's 4 months from now. But if it goes any longer than that, and we see any in ring action, I'm lost. I'm really lost. I don't like the idea of that. That really is just milking the old talent that you know is going to drag views. But yeah, Flair, I really just need to see where they're what the direction is that they're going to go with him. Then I can really make a decision on how I feel about the whole thing. But if they had the money to do it, and they really think Ric Flair could bring in the benefits, obviously we see Woo Energy being the official drink, but who cares really? I mean, we obviously know, like on screen right now, we have Logan Paul and Rey Mysterio, a little promo package uh, with Prime Energy. No one really cares, but I'm sure it brings in a ton of money to the company. But great question, Robbie. Please, any questions that you have that you want to get my thoughts on, please, I would love to talk about them. We have Logan Paul at SmackDown. Love it. Ooh, talking with Lashley and the Street Profits in the backstage. Listen in. Mm, interesting. Now, for whoever's listening, I would like to actually get your guys' thoughts on the current status of the tag champs, the women's tag champs, which is being shown on screen. My thoughts. I would like to get your thoughts before I say anything. That's her name. Kyle. He said BFAB with Lashley and the Profits is interesting. I would agree. Um, I didn't know her name. If I'm being completely honest. I've been away from WWE for a little while. It's interesting. Women's talent within the group is a good sign. Patrick also talking about BFAB. I was wondering what they were going to do with BFAB after Uncle Phil got fired. I guess this is on the horizon. Yeah, I think it's good. It's good to keep planting seeds for something to keep going on because I mean we're really used to seeing with tag teams if one person gets released, we inevitably will see the other person get released or just like a faction now. I mean WWE's been really centered around factions, so that's good to see. Shots with the mystery partner. Patrick also talks about Chelsea and Piper have been everywhere with the belts. I think they're doing feels like Chelsea and Piper were a mixed match tag team. That's kind of where my thoughts are at. I don't have a lot of like connections. Obviously, like with Chelsea Green, I know who Piper is. It's not about that. It's just why are they together? And again, I haven't watched WWE in a little while. I haven't been live in a little while. So Patrick, Chelsea Green is amazing. Not the best wrestler, but I do enjoy her. Piper's the other team member has been strange though. Sonya Deville was a better partner. See, that is where I agree. Um, I think Sonya Deville. I think she's always been a solid hand. She's not really had a character too much, but I think there's something to be built from her because she could perform in the ring, and she has a look. Yeah, Patrick, hurry back, Sonya. Would totally agree. Piper could be a good characterist from Robbie Collins. She just isn't cutting it right now, though. Again, totally agree. She just kind of feels like a person that is with Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green has obviously been the point of the tag team, and I'll say she's made it sellable and made it entertaining. Just the tag team part. It's just really, I mean, those tag teams are just kind of dead. That tag team championship is dead in my eyes, obviously. Robbie Collins, I'm telling you now, send Scottish wrestler Molly Spartan up to WWE and have her pair with Piper Niven. Bang, you've got yourself women's champions. Again, completely honest. I'm not sure who Molly Spartan is. Yeah, I mean, it gets to the point where it's like kind of like AEW. Um, for those that do know she's a good wrestler, like if Molly Spartan's a great wrestler, I don't know her. I'm being completely honest. Um, not. been super in tune to if that's NXT. Not really sure. Um, but it gets to the point of you can't put just good wrestlers behind titles. It needs to be a good character that the fans are actually behind. Yeah, keep those comments rolling in. We'll be live for the next, well, I guess until 9 p.m. Central when Rampage will close. We'll finish out SmackDown, go into Rampage, hot and spicy. Hoping it's going to be a good card. We're going to see Daniel Garcia in action, in singles action for the first time in a while. For those who have not seen him on Twitter, he's been popping off recently. Not sure what that's about, but maybe we could be getting pushed from him. Who knows? Daniel Garcia, obviously, we know he's a great wrestler. Just hasn't been given that push in the AEW scene, but ROH scene, yes, we have seen a lot from him. Hopefully, it translates over to AEW though. Keep those thoughts and questions coming in as SmackDown is back live. We're going to see Chelsea Green and Piper Niven against in a mystery opponent. And it doesn't have to be anything WWE related. We could talk AEW. We could talk Impact. We could talk, well, not Impact. It's TNA now. Let me know your thoughts. There's a lot to talk about in wrestling. I mean, shoot, we could even talk about Crown Jewel tomorrow. Give me your predictions for Crown Jewel. Give me a hot take. I would like to hear it. I'm starting to catch on to Shotzi's new look. I like it. Love the fireworks out of the tank. That's cool. Liv Morgan, maybe. Tegan Knox still in the background, still awaiting return. Ah, Charlotte Flair. Can't complain about that. Really cannot. Robbie says, "Don't think I've ever actually watched a Rampage show. Excited for it. I mean, back in CM Punk's time when he first came in, I was watching it every week. Then they turned it into kind of almost a house show, which it just didn't feel right at all. I couldn't watch it. If I had an open Friday, maybe I would watch it. Charlotte's got a nice little new, not as much sparkles. No, Patrick, I completely agree with you. I'm saying Charlotte being a surprise entrant. It's like, well, you get to see Charlotte tonight in the ring. Pretty much it. They don't make sense together at all. I just think that just really sells into where those women tag team titles are at. We're going back to where the men's titles were at one point. There weren't any formed tag teams like the New Day. It was mixed match guys put together. But hey, I mean, make me believe. Gag says, Kyle says, they're two baby faces. That's why. Yes, because Charlotte, I still don't understand that. Every time I think of Charlotte Flair, I think she is an awful human being because she just wins. But yeah, I get it. One of the goats of women's wrestling, if not the goat. So you got to cheer her around. Alba Fire and Isla Dawn backstage watching on. Again, not too familiar with them two and their work in NXT. I've heard many good things. Patrick looks like my universe mode matches in WWE 2K23. Hey, you got to have the brawlers and the what is it? Brawlers and fighters. They got to go against each other. That's probably what we got here. Got a giant with Piper Niven. Shotzi's probably a cruiser. Got to be. So that mixed match turns out well. Good call. Kyle says they still have Isla and Alba and Kaden and Katana just waiting to pull the trigger. And that's the thing. There's just hasn't been any. It's that movement from NXT to the main roster. They just haven't good bridge if they're over in NXT and they move up to the main roster, they might be good enough to hold up in the main event scene in the ring. Just in the eyes of everybody on the main event, like the fans, it's just hard to get behind. When we're seeing that with DIY, as much as people hate to hear that. DIY, it's going to take a little while for them to get good fan reactions. Kyle says Piper looks ready to become a Viking Raider. We'll skip past that one. Isla and Alba are so good character wise. I hope so. I need to see that. Like I said, I'm in the perfect situation to make that claim because I haven't really seen too much from them character wise. Kine, welcome to the stream. Robbie ditched pro clubs for this. Hell, we'll see ya. Eating food, bozo. Love it, Robbie. What you eating tonight? Please let me know. And if it's British food, I would like to know. Kine, blood makes a 3-course dinner at 12 a.m. Don't blame him. Kyle, Robbie supporting the network W. Ignored Kine the jobber. Ooh, that was rough. What is Piper Niven's backstory for those that know? I really don't know. Where was she from the Indies, like an indie darling? Or was she made in WWE? Oh, that was it. I mean, that was quick. Charlotte Flair just destroyed the whole entire tag team champions. Weird. I would like to know your guys' thoughts. Kind, I will save your. Kyle says if Charlotte and Shotzi win tag gold, I will give up on those titles. I've already done that a long time ago. Yeah, she's from the indie scene, and that is for Piper Niven. Really didn't know. Made myself some corned beef sandwich. Ooh, ooh. I'm Irish, so I'm huge fan. She's from the Indies, SCWD, Scottish show. Her as Piper Niven back in the day was amazing. Yeah. I'll have to do some research. And I'll get to your question after this little promo here, John Cena. Actually, we already saw that. That's just a recap of John Cena. Says Ian, thoughts on people who think LA Knight is actually going to win against I think it's people that aren't thinking about the business. It really LA Knight does not have to win tomorrow. He doesn't. He really doesn't. He should lose tomorrow, really. Again, and I said it on yesterday's show. It's all about how you build him back up and how he responds to a loss. LA Knight could do a lot with a win, but a lot with a loss. He's one of those guys where it's almost like Sami Zayn. It's all about the chase with him. I don't want him to flop. If he just won the title straight up, he could flop easily. But it's all about the chase for LA Knight. The guy can talk, and that's usually where those guys fall. We'll keep going. Kind says, Ian, you remind me of a 90s guy from a film. The hair and mustache. Please give me a name, and I will look it up, and I will put that as my profile picture tonight on Twitter. Please find me a picture. Put it in the Discord. She was in NXT UK and the Mae Young Classic. These jabronis are leaving that out. Okay, I was gonna say I didn't know if she was going through NXT. I really didn't know, honestly, but it makes sense. We're in commercial break now, by the way. I will talk with the chat straight up. I figured she was in NXT UK. Did not know she was in the Mae Young Classic. That's interesting. A good way to ruin a wrestler is calling her Dewdrop, Dewdrop, as Patrick says, and put her in WWE. All right, let's play a game. Without looking it up, we need to find out what her age is. We do it on OTM every single week. I am looking it up right now. Did not see it. Give me your guys' guesses for her age. Robbie says, Kine, I'm eating quavers, then I'll be on. Don't know what that means, but good for you. It's obvious Roman's going to win. So fine, but LA Knight rebuild from the loss can do absolutely massive things for him if it's done well. Exactly. Kine says 34 for Piper Niven. I bet you look it up. You would be the guy to look it up. I think Piper is 26 from Patrick. Wow. Okay. It's young. 36 from Robbie Collins. All right. We're going to reveal 32. I should have said my guess, but I wasn't going to do it. 32. So quite young. Kine says I didn't look it up. I'm on FIFA. Yeah, I hope you guys like this kind of format of just me. This is basically like just me live streaming. It's not really even just a reaction. I just want to talk with you guys. If you guys are watching SmackDown, if you guys are watching any at all, let's just talk. A lot of people like to do that. I'd like to do that. There's a lot of moments when I'm watching maybe even a pay per view or just a random dynamite that I want to talk to people. So this is kind of what this is my medium to do that. Patrick says my skill set does not lie in age guessing. Apparently, lol. I mean, you were 6 years away. Wait, no, 8 years. That's close. Close enough. Still in commercial break here. At the top of the hour, I will probably be taking a little break. Got to take a little bathroom break. Maybe get some popcorn. Honestly, Kine, I would like you to guess my age. I would like you to closest. Actually, I wouldn't say that. I shouldn't say closest guessing my age because it's pretty simple. Oh, love the solo entrance. Kine, what 28? Oh boy. Whew. Is it the hairline? Yikes. Patrick, no. Is Patrick or Kyle older? Robbie thinks I'm 25. That's tough. I'm 22. 22. I mean, I'll take it, I think. I don't know. The real question, who's older between Patrick and Kyle? I know age. I'm going to say Patrick is older, I think. That's what I'm saying, Kyle. Kyle says, you definitely don't look 28. Kyle, that doesn't say much. I love the look that they are giving Solo Scope. Back to wrestling. It's definitely age, yeah. Uh, I like if that's where they're moving with everything is Paul Heyman endorsing Solo Sikoa. I mean, just in the name, it's Solo. He's Solo. I love it. Wow, Kyle, who has known me for a good amount of years, says I would guess 25 for you, Ian. That's respectable, at least. Kine was creeping up to the 30s for me. That's tough. Patrick, I'm 40, been through. I understand that. There we go. Little end of days here. Call out by Paul Heyman. for 25 years, and I'll be old enough to join AEW. Patrick, as long as you start an energy company by then, you could be in. Me and Kind, the two young people in here. Robbie, I'm only 22. I am basically your age. I'm 18, and it's crazy to think Thea Hale is 1 year older and one of the best and up and coming stars in WWE. Trust me, that happens all the time with me. I have that paradox a lot in sports. Ian is young, I'll give him that, but NWO offer for him is still on the MWO. We'll see. House of Gags, hog all day. Robbie, you're only 17? Oh my gosh. I thought you were 20. You can't even drink it over there overseas. Not even of that age. Like, so let's go talking. Gotta listen. Ooh, love it. So let's go kind of shutting out Paul Heyman, quit talking. Cool. The GOAT has arrived, as Kyle has said many of times that the GOAT is John Cena. Kind says, once I'm 21, I'm coming to Vegas to spend all my money. The bold move. I probably would not do that. 18. That is the legal drinking age. I'm sure you have not had any. Because that would be dumb. I waited till I was 21. I had it with gags in I think it was a Chili's. It was my first legal drink. We're reaching that hour of the live stream, second hour of Smackdown. We have John Cena and Solo Sikoa in the ring, going face to face before Crown Jewel tomorrow. It will be live for the next 2 hours, hopefully. Going into Rampage, we'll switch over to there. Kind, I am a gambling man as well. Here we go. Solo Sikoa talking straight to John. I'm just doing. Another light for the boys. Robbie, you've never had anything to drink. You're underage. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Don't say anything. Solo Sikoa talking about putting him into retirement. I like that. My thumb. Ooh, Solo handing John Cena the mic. Mm. What is John Cena's voice? What happened to John Cena's voice? Let the goat cook. Patrick, John Cena, man, he cooked him. We've waited a year, and that's all you can say. Whew. The only reason you have a job here is because of your cousin. Just every line. Bargain basement Taz ripoff. Ooh. Oh my. Oh wow. There's not much to be said. That's John Cena. What a promo. Going back to damage control backstage. Ooh, kind. We'll bring this up during commercial. Ooh, Nick Aldis. Here we go. Thank you guys for all tuning in. We are watching SmackDown right now. Uh, please give me your takes on anything wrestling. I would love to talk about it. We have a lot of commercials during WWE, so a lot of downtime. Ooh, barring damage control from ringside. Kyle will not be happy about that. A little Donnybrook match. Donnie. Brooke. Love the hairstyle with Alicia Taylor here. I'm gonna throw that out there. Kind says, "This is a good question. Is it a hot take to say Cena is better than The Rock on the mic?" I don't think it's a hot take. Oh, just keep it up. I I don't think it's a hot take because it is 100% true in my opinion. Not much to be said about it. The guy has been able to speak fire and spit fire back in the Attitude Era or the Ruthless Aggression Era, I guess you could say, and all throughout his career. The Rock is good. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say about that. Kyle, that is a great point. Just realized Cena is selling the voice because he was hit with a rolling spike last week. Good touch from the GOAT. If that's actually the reason, and there's not an actual reason for his voice being gone, very smart. Good call. Got to sell it somehow. And I mean, really, actually, Paul Heyman did say last week before he hit him with the spike, Solo could take away your only selling factor, and that was your voice. Very good point. Rock has the more memorable lines, but Cena was more consistent on the mic. Exactly. I think Rock hit at the right moment. Cena has just always hit. Patrick says, "Hey, did we get a link for the predictions for tomorrow?" And for those that don't know, OTM does a prediction to win the title, prediction title, which is currently be held by Kyle, Mr. OTM. That is in the works. But yeah, if you would like to make it easier on us, and we don't have to do a link, you can just put them in the Discord, DM any of us as Kyle. Um, Kind says, "I do believe it will be because of the spike, because they mentioned how dangerous it is and how he'd never talk again." Exactly. Let's be honest. Dolph Ziggler heartfelt promos are better. They're up there. I mean, when it was Cena versus The Rock on the mic, Rock had to write his promos on his wrist. Exactly. Yep. Pac- Yeah, no, it's all about when you really like talk about the goats and stuff about anything. To me, it's I think Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho is my goat. He is my goat. He has been able to be on top of his game as long as he's been in the wrestling industry. John Cena's up there for me. I don't know if I'd give you my Mount Rushmore. Stone Cold would probably be up there. He's just always kind of been on top. He's always been able to lead the industry. If that makes any sense. But Chris Jericho's always been my goat. Could always go in the ring. Could always go on the mic, no matter what company, what era he's in, what age he's at. That's how I evaluate things and evaluate wrestling. What the hot takes coming in? We'll talk about them. And if you'd like to join the live stream, we're going to be live for another 2 hours. And you can have your face planted on the other side of the screen. Please DM me, message me in some way. My at is at IANGARAVALIA, which is Ian Garvalia. You can at me on Twitter. I will send you a link to join the live stream. Kind says, I think Jericho's definitely underrated, but for me, it's Cena who's the GOAT. Again, can't complain. Whoever it is, anybody's GOAT is completely up to interpretation. I don't hold anybody's GOAT against them unless it's Kira Tozawa. He got me into wrestling when I was 5, and the first time I saw him live when I was 8, I cried. He's always my GOAT. Completely agree. John Cena's always been the face of the people. It's really hard to disagree. Robbie, I love Jericho, man. I just love him. The way his mind creates different characters every time. I mean, he's always been on top for some reason, and it's because he's been able to change with the era of wrestling. I mean, he was the leader of AEW, as much as people hate to say it. Elimination Chamber in Perth, Australia. Forgot that was a thing. Yeah, as we learned just before, Bianca Belair and Bailey, the damage control is barred from ringside, as said by Nick Aldis. I love this Nick Aldis. He is a GM that is showing control. So I love that. As we have Pretty Deadly making their entrance. Hey, yes, boy. Randy Orton is definitely an underrated shout for the GOAT conversation. He's up there. He's my top 10. Absolutely. Always been on top of his game. Well, no, I shouldn't say always. He's had his moments. If he's not having fun, it gets bad. Jericho's armbar promo, the best Mike moments. Absolutely. He's the man of 1,001 holds, by the way, for those that don't know. Robbie Collins, I'm so happy to see Jericho live. He's just one I always wanted to even have a 2-minute conversation with. He is the guy for me. Absolutely. Absolutely. He is one wrestler I would love to meet. Another one up there is like Keith Lee. Would like to meet Keith Lee. I think he'd have some good conversations with him. A lot of wrestlers like that. I mean, Baron Corbin, after his conversation with Chris Van Vliet on his podcast, I would love to talk to that guy. '09 Randy was crazy. Yep. Completely agree. The stories Jericho would have, man. That's a man with a million stories in multiple industries. Interesting guy. Kine says, I dream of meeting the GOAT, Ian Garvalia. I'm here. Kine, I cannot get a read on you. I don't know what's the storyline you're trying to play here. Turn face and heel more times than Big Show and WWE. Get the Brawling Brutes and Pretty Deadly in the ring here. I'd like to get your guys' thoughts. What are your guys' thoughts on on the Yes Boy movement right now with Pretty Deadly? Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, best friends, then feuded, and now it's time to reunite. John Cena is the man to bring out bromance back. Confusing where you're going with that. If you'd like to expound. Patrick says, I missed almost 2 decades of wrestling for one reason or another, so I'm currently watching all the pay-per-views from 2002 to 2020. I love that, actually. Just watched 2008's One Night Stand. Seeing a young CM Punk is wild. Yeah, that's back in the did he came in to when ECW was the developmental brand for WWE. Great call, actually. I need to go back and watch that stuff. Robbie Collins, I love Pretty Deadly. They can perform. They're one of my favorite tag teams right now. Entertaining. Absolutely. I am part of the Yes Boy movement. Absolutely amazing tag team. Their characters are so good. Future tag team chance 100% would totally agree with that. I'd love to see them feud with the Profits. The promos, completely agree. Again, I haven't seen a lot of them in NXT. Really didn't watch NXT too much. But so far, what I could tell you is they're different. They're nothing that we've really seen. Kyle says unique, entertaining, and could go in the ring. That's all you need. Again, unique. That's the thing that you want with a tag team is somebody that's different. You could tell them apart. Expansion. We had a friendship and it fell apart, and me and you feuded. Now, as 2 Cena fans, we should reunite the friendship. We'll let you know. I'll let you know, Kine. I love their attire too. Kine, you got some building back to do, really. Because right now, the House of Gags has my heart. We're going into commercial break. Let's take a break here. I'll send you in an OTM intro just to give me some time. I'm going to take a little walk away because 20 seconds of the intermission OTM is not enough. We'll give you an intro.
You're listening to the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast. Make yourself famous. A podcast covering all things WWE.
I have now returned to save the WWE.
NXT.
The beautiful part of NXT is that when one dream ends, another dream begins.
And AEW.
Holy wrestling. I couldn't be more happy.
Here are your hosts, Kyle Gagliardi and Jim Tucker.
Okay, we're back. I was not there. Took a long break there. We're back. We're still in commercials, by the way. We are back. Please, Gags. He says need to teach this guy how to just leave the live stream and play music. Yes, you do, because I don't know a lot about StreamYard. I'm trying out here. We're back. We got popcorn. Ready to enjoy some wrestling. Big bag of popcorn, by the way. Thought Cena was on the stream there for a second. Yep. Taking your drawers. Look at the Ice Pop Prime bottle. Thank you. Had these about 8 years old. Should be painting them, but it's a lot of work. I should have a seminar on how to run StreamYard. You're young and smart. You should be able to figure it out. I think the same thing every podcast, kind of. Listen, they're troopers. They're troopers. I'll paint them. I'll paint them yellow and black to the OTM logo. Maybe put a OTM sticker on the front. It's true. Kind says Prime copied Ian's drawers, in my opinion. 2008 to 2021, I think, is when they established, but who's counting? Now, this match, is it just, I mean, obviously it's a gimmick match, but is no disqualifications. Elton Strong. Love it. We'll do OTM right there. Sue Prime for cash. They have plenty. I could probably get some. You're saying. Oh, what was that? Ugh. Pretty deadly with a rough, I guess, finisher there that got broken up by the Brawling Brutes. Yeah, I didn't like that. Robbie, just want to point out, you met the Brawling Brutes this past weekend. Past weekend, I think, right? Yeah. In the UK tour for WWE. I mean, Elton Prince is strong. Yeah, Robbie, how was your experience meeting the Brawling Brutes? Everything you could hope for. Outrageous. Ooh. Hard-hitting match. Very hard-hitting. Both guys down. We got Elton Prince. And Butch. It's been all over the place, Kyle. He says this is a good match. It's been decent. I've kind of been all over the place. I don't know. Is this just a tornado kind of match? Tornado tag match? Reminds me of an AEW match. It's weird. But I like it. I genuinely like it. I am entertained. Ooh. Thanks. Fair enough. Uh-oh. Oh, there goes Elton Prince. Right through the table. Elton Strong. Oh, gosh. And that's it. Oh! Wow. Butch got a bro kick out. Still with a kick out from Kit. A Kit out. This has been hard hitting so far. Top of the hour makes sense. Gets the guys back up. Gets the fans back up. Got another table in the ring. Wilson on the ground in the ring. Braun Brutes. Both of them are up. And Elton Prince is currently in a table outside of the ring. I love it. Get slid under the table in the ring to get away. Uh-oh. What do we got here? Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Kit Wilson has Butch on the table. Definitely going to have a table spot here. Oh, Elton Prince with the bottle. Butch is knocked out. Pretty Deadly might have the win here. Oh. It's over. That is going to win for Pretty Deadly. Hitting Butch, I mean, I guess you could say cleanly in the ring. I don't know how you could say that, but yes, boy. It's a fun match. That was a fun match. I don't know if I could say it was a good match, but it was fun. I was entertained. Patrick and Kyle says, yes, boy. Jim Tucker would be proud. Love the Pretty Deadly music, by the way. I don't think I've ever said that. Party on, because the night is young. Kyle, I don't know Donnybrook. I haven't been to a Donnybrook in a hot minute. Recapping Roman Reigns and LA Knight when they opened with their promo segment and their battle. Great match, though. Thought that was fun. I mean, LA Knight. Again, we brought back to LA Knight. That was kind of the one thing was LA Knight made his segment feel like he was going to win. It was almost that I guarantee I will win kind of promo. Which as we all know, it's not going to happen. There is no guarantee. But he also brought back, if I do get knocked down, I come right back up. I love that. That is the most important part that I picked away from that promo because it does open the door to him losing in that other side of him if he does go down. So I like that. Nick Aldis has had a lot of TV time, as he should. Talking to Paul Heyman here. Yeah, we still have the weigh-in between Logan Paul and Rey Mysterio. Patrick says Nick Aldis is so much bigger than half the roster. Man, he's intimidating. The guy's good. And he was good in NWA Power. He was obviously the champion there. Are you done? Ooh. Ooh. Nick Aldis does not back down. I love that side of him. That's how we should have him because I think he could still wrestle. I think he should be wrestling in WWE. This is just him breaking into the industry in WWE. Robbie Collins, can we just say bring back Pete Dunne? It's weird. Not now. I don't think there's a reason to. I think the Brawling Brutes are doing good. They're entertaining every time they're on the screen. He's not going to win a title unless it's the tag team titles. Kine says, I'm going to go watch SmackDown on my phone whilst I play FIFA. I might come back. If I don't, have a good stream, man. Thank you, kind. Thank you for tuning in for a little while. We'll be streaming Rampage later on. We are reaching the halfway point of this live stream, actually. Patrick, dude could play Wolverine. Nick Aldis says that. Move over, Hugh Jackman. It's a possibility. You want a British Wolverine? We got him. Kyle says BFAB just likes my tweet. I'm over. But it wasn't Bully Ray. Anyways. Hit me with your hot takes, boys. We are in commercial right now. Got some popcorn. Long night of wrestling. Hanging with the boys for the Main Event Wrestling Network. You're catching us live on YouTube, most likely. Or you might be seeing us at the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast, Facebook, and or Twitter. We're live everywhere, boys. We'll put popcorn. Kyle says, you've already gone longer on a watch along than me. Congrats. You also are getting more views. Maybe because it's Friday. I don't know. Could be the entertaining side. You know, I brought the inflection of my voice. No. I'm just happy to be here. Mike got the AEW shirt, by the way. He just thanked me. Wow, that was actually really quick. Sent that earlier this week. Should be thanking me. It's $5 shipping, by the way. Damn shame. Glad he got it, though. Erica texted me earlier this week, asked me where it was at. It was sitting in my car, but he got it now. Got around to it. Wish Erica Marini would tune in to the live stream. That would really make my night, but probably won't happen. Damn shame. Gags, make it happen. Get Erica Marini in here. Coming out of commercial break here. Yeah, JD McDonough and Sami Zayn could be a good stepping stone for JD. I think he needs it. I really do. I think he's just been a really big a background character for the Judgment Day. He's playing a little bit of a part, but not in the great side of things. We're going into the weigh-in here. Kyle, hope you come back. Rampage will be live for that. Patrick says weigh-ins in WWE make no sense, but I'm here watching. Exactly. It's entertaining. That's really all it is. And same with boxing too. Weigh-ins, it still doesn't make any sense, but it's entertaining. We usually see some hints of action. Kind of what WWE has always done with the contract signing. There's no reason to watch it, but we watch it because someone usually flips over a table. It's a weird weigh-in. I would like to know what it's like while live at SmackDown in person. We got 175 for Rey Mysterio and 213 for Logan Paul. That's weird. What's the point of the weigh-in at that point then? I get it. Logan Paul's from a boxing background, but Ugh, Logan Paul talking like that. Just, ugh. Robbie, we still have an hour and 30 minutes left. If you'd like to tune in for Rampage, more than welcome. If you're still up by then, it's probably like 3 o'clock for your time. But more than welcome. Open invite. As we all kind of figured, things are breaking loose. Rey Mysterio just hit Logan Paul with a mic in the head. Actually, that's a great call because Logan got drilled with a microphone by Nick Fury in the boxing match during the weigh-in. That's kind of funny. Nice little shout there. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Patrick caught on to it. I like it. Ryan was pissed it right there. Love it. He said, "Wow, Ryan, a big Logan Paul fan, which is Kyle's brother. That's kind of funny." He's an internet face. It makes sense. Yeah, kind of previewing Crown Jewel here. It's going to be a great pay per view tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern for the boys in the Midwest. Going to be really interesting as we talk about OTM. If you have not listened to the latest On the Mark Wrestling podcast episode, please do because we predict every single match on the Crown Jewel pay per view tomorrow. There's a lot of implications, and a lot has to be circulating around what does Damian Priest do? Does he win? Does he cash in? There's a lot of little implications of what's going to happen tomorrow. Robbie says, no, to be fair, it's OG Fortnite times will pass the night. Once I get my laptop, I'm getting them going. Love it. Please, we'd love to have you on reactions again. Patrick says, like Ryan's picks. Don't hate him. Again, you can get our picks over at the OTM podcast with every single match. A lot of people were backing Logan Paul. Patrick said, I'd love to see some crazy WWE decision and having LA Knight win. But no. We'll discuss that here in a second. Erica Marini, welcome back to the show, or welcome to the show. Hello there. Hope the night is going well. Erica Macaroni in the building. Erica, we'll have to get you on a live reaction show at some point. Wow. Erica Marini. Gags made it happen. Well. Erica Macaroni is in the building. The blueprint of OTM. LA Knight wins. Everyone gets fickle. Okay. You know what? I'm keeping that comment up, Erica, because I think that's a good talking point. I genuinely think if LA Knight wins, it does hurt him. In the moment, it's a huge shock. Everyone is shocked by it. Let's see the benefits of that. That's a big moment. LA Knight will have a title reign, which would probably be incredible. However, you have built Roman Reigns over 4 years, basically, at this point, or just nearing 4 years with that title. Him losing it, that's a shock. Huge shock, by the way. But where does Cody go? Cody is your biggest babyface. I would say over LA Knight. Maybe it's pretty close, but that just kills Cody. Cody just becomes a background character, which is weird to say, but the only way for Cody to go is winning the title over Reigns, and I think that's been well established. Even brought it up on SmackDown saying, I have not forgotten about that title with Roman Reigns. I've not forgotten about that feud. He still needs to finish the story. That would be tough on Cody. That would be some AEW decision making for Cody Rhodes. But like I said, LA Knight winning would be great in the moment and could work really, really well for maybe up to a year. Maybe. Then his character stick kind of gets a little annoying to some. But it's a good topic. I would like to get your guys' thoughts. Tell me if I'm wrong. I would love to hear it. I'm not going to yell at you. I might have a little conversation. Might have a little debate. But I think it's a good debate. Back in a commercial, though. Kyle, that's not nice. That's not nice. He says you're always wrong. That's not nice. That's not a good debate. I'm eating some popcorn. Erica says, totally agree. LA Knight would have better feuds on the mic than in ring. And I don't know if that's where wrestling is at anymore. Completely agree. I'd be all for it, but coming after Roman's reign, I'm not sure. Exactly. And I think that's where the question really lies. I mean, Roman, he barely wrestles, but still he's considered this is one of the, well, I mean, on paper, this is one of the best title reigns of all time. And that's hard to disagree with. It really is. And not a lot of it has had to be in the ring. Um, it's weird. It's a weird spot. And like Robbie says, LA Knight with the U.S. title let him cook. And I think that's ultimately where they go with it. But it's just it's in that same point where it's like, how long can LA Knight stay hot? I mean, obviously in the moment he's hot, very very hot. Alan says also Jay to dethrone Roman. I don't know. It's a great topic. And he says or Solo. I would part more with Solo. I think that's more of the storyline that they're going with, just because of the fact that Paul Heyman is kind of hinting towards being in Solo Sikoa's corner. Return of the Mac. No, time's back. I get it. But yeah, Erica, I think that's a really good point. LA Knight is just still so young in his WWE main event, or not main event, but main roster kind of career. Patrick says, all right, folks, I'm out of here. Have a good night, all. Crown Jewels tomorrow. Let's go. Yeah. Patrick, thank you for tuning in. Glad to hear your takes, and we appreciate you. You have yourself a great night. Getting into the main event of SmackDown here, we got Bayley versus Bianca Belair. Control has been barred from ringside, so it's going to be interesting. I mean, this just writes Bianca Belair win. Just hot off her return to the WWE, or just in action. Bayley's just kind of been in a stalemate. I mean, she's in her faction with the Damage Control. Just not a lot of credibility with Bayley anymore these days. Again, more than welcome to disagree with me. I'd love to hear your takes on Bayley, what her current situation is. Actually, it might be a good question. Do you guys ever see Bayley being a title holder? I mean, honestly, for the rest of her career. I really do think her heel turn, it was good in the moment, but hurt her long term. Again, disagree with me if you'd like. Bianca, the ultimate babyface. White meat babyface. Got 15 minutes left in SmackDown. Then we'll be going into AEW Rampage. We will follow SmackDown to the end. And then as soon as SmackDown is over, we'll move over to Rampage. Robbie Collins, talk to me. Bailey has been an incredible hand, obviously, throughout her whole career. Just as a character, just really hasn't sold me as of recently. It's almost like a comedy act, kind of like Dark Order and AEW type of face or heel. Bianca's a terrible women's character, and I hate every part of her, bar her wrestling ability. Honestly, I don't disagree with that. I have never been a huge support. I mean, I've been a supporter of Bianca. I think she's incredible in ring. But like you said, character work. I think she appeals more to the younger audience, as in kids, really. Um, she kind of gives me the John Cena vibes of white meat babyface, to the fact that it's like you're too perfect for me to even have any despite towards you. I don't know. That's just me. I like a little edge to my faces that I like. Yeah, it's like the OG Bailey fans' favorite. Exactly. And as Kind said, she is the male or female John Cena. Exactly. Exactly how I feel about it. It kind of feels too forced at times. But I get it. I really do get it. You need somebody like that in both divisions, the men's division and the women's division. Just turns out Bianca's that girl. She's that bitch, as a Jade Cargill will say. Now the question is, do they ever turn Bianca heel? We're in commercial, by the way. Please give me your takes as we are in commercial. Do you ever see them turning Bianca heel? I think it would do a lot for her, especially for a run. Robbie Collins agrees with me. They should turn her heel. She'd be a great heel. Absolutely. I think she could be fantastic. Whether that's with Lashley and the Street Profits with her husband. Kyle, we're actually having a great conversation right now. We're comparing Bianca's face push, I mean, I guess face character to John Cena's face character. Sometimes feels forced. Kyle, I would like to get your opinions on this because I think there is a good discussion to be had about this. Again, I don't hate Bianca at all. I think she is a fantastic wrestler. Just at times she feels forced. She feels too um, goody two shoes. Kind says, I don't think she'll go heel. Definitely a face in the female Cena, in my opinion. She's loved by the kids. Exactly. Exactly. If wrestling ever makes that turn into being a little bit more edgy, absolutely she could turn heel. So exactly what I said on yesterday's podcast. Exactly. I literally said the comparison on the show you were on. I was probably asleep by then. Whoa, 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 whoa. Robbie. He said, no need for that. F the house of gags. Ugh. All right, Robbie, you're losing me now. You're losing me now. Mm, don't say that. I'll hold this for a little while. Till Gag says anything. No. He didn't say something. Bunch of bums. Wow. Getting heated in the comment section. I would imagine they are going to close out the show with Bailey and Bianca. I mean, they gave them a good 20 minutes at least. We're into the last 10 minutes. a little bit more popcorn as the dogs are barking. Ryan, I'm trying to no-sell your comment here. That's not nice. Don't say that, or you're going to get booted by my moderators that are backstage. Hands off the hair. Thank you. Thank you, Kyle. I am here for the people in the House of Gags. And we got a whole other hour of watching wrestling, because why not? Why not? Kind, there was a little bit more than barking. A little scratching and clawing. We don't do that here. We like to stick by the rules. Good match so far with Bianca and Bayley. Kyle, if you would like to tune in for Rampage, for a reason to watch Rampage, and join in on the reactions, I would love to talk. Obviously, you are the El Presidente of OTM and the founder of Main Event Wrestling Network. Oh. Nice superplex by Bianca. Kyle, honestly, I'm not sure. The issue is me driving 35 minutes out to watch the pay-per-view. That's kind of the issue. I really don't know if I want to do that. I genuinely would rather just watch it in the comfort of my own home. That's no shot on you. I like relaxing for those daily shows. Maybe building my I have Legos I need to build. It just sounds really boring, but it's true. Robbie Collins, maybe a hot take. Bayley should be on the GOAT women's conversation. Now I know she isn't one of the big winners, but she's one hell of a wrestler and character. I get it. I get that take, but I don't agree with it. Kyle, he says, well, yeah, I would probably count me out if I'm being completely honest. If I'm being absolutely honest. Kine says Crown Jewel about to be one of the best PLEs of the year. Could be. Absolutely could be. Honestly, Kyle, I don't know if I'm even going to be watching live. I could be tuning in Sunday to be watching it, to watch it back. Ooh, good near fall. Bayley with an elbow drop on the top rope. Look good. If you were to, I'll give my GOAT for women's wrestling. Some of you may hate it, but I've said it on the podcast before. Mickie James is my GOAT of women's wrestling. There it is. I said it. Charlotte Flair is my number 2. Trish Stratus, number 3. Number 4? It's hard to say right now. Up in the air. about longevity. Longevity? Never mind. I would like to hear guys Mount Rushmore women's wrestlers though. It'd be interesting. I just think women's wrestling is just so, really early into development. There's a lot more characters to be had, a lot more wrestlers to make it to the mainstream. Oof. For those baseball fans, Bellinger declined $25 million from the Cubs. That's tough. That's a lot of money already. I would have put him at 23, by the way. Great match so far, back to back and forth here. Bailey going towards the hair. Oh, God. Bianca with the win with 4 minutes to spare, might I add, in the show. Got some time. We're not going over. See what happens here. Damage control might come out here. Clean win, though, for Bianca over Bailey. Maybe they'll break down Crown Jewel. That might be what they're doing. Kind says Becky, Charlotte, Trish. Your GOAT is Becky. Again, I can't, honestly, I can't say anything about that. I can't say anything that's bad or good. GOATs are up to interpretation. Charlotte and Trish are my top 3, but Mount Rushmore does consider of a top 4, and Mickie James is my number 1, who's now in Impact. I feel like she's been killing it in Impact, and she is older. She's very older, very, very older, very much older. Pioneer as well. Uh-oh. Bianca still going after Bailey after the bell. Maybe a little bit more heel side? KOD on the table. Oh. And that's how they close out the show. All right, we'll switch on over to AEW Rampage. Good show by Smackdown. I think they did a lot of building towards tomorrow's pay-per-view. As we move over to TNT for the 1-hour show of AEW Rampage. Watching some Ballad of Ricky Bobby, Talladega Nights. This is closing out. One of my favorite shows of all time. One of my favorite movies of all time. You know what? We are going to play the OTM intro. I'm going to give myself a little bit of a break, and I will be grabbing some more brewskis, little daddy sodas, and I'll be right back.
to the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast. Make yourself famous. A podcast covering all things WWE.
I have now returned to save the WWE.
NXT.
The beautiful part of NXT is that when one dream ends, another dream begins.
And AEW.
All Elite Wrestling, I couldn't be more happy.
Here are your hosts, Kyle Gagliardi and Jim Tucker.
We're back. I actually was here by the time we got back. Grab a couple more brewskis. Going into AEW Rampage. Yes, Kine, I will be live for the next hour for Rampage. So I know you guys are very late into your night, or I guess morning. But yes, I will be live reacting to AEW Rampage. It's the first time I watch it live in quite some time, actually. Robert Collins, I take a lot more interest in women's wrestling now than I do men's, to be honest. I think Bayley fits into the GOAT because of her character work. That's where me and you differ. I think her character work is just it's not a heel to me, really. Here we go. The KFC Yum Center in Kentucky. We're getting right into the action. We have Hijo del Vikingo and Penta El Cero Miedo and Commander Lucha action here. This is some indie wrestling right now. Hyping up the crowd. Love it. This will be entertaining. Hijo del Vikingo. He's like 23 years old, 24 years old, and just insane. I've seen him live. I met him, actually, backstage. Great human being. And the dedication, she reminds me of Miz. Sounds crazy, but she's my women's Miz. She doesn't present herself to me that way. That's not how I interpret her. So again, all up to what you think. That's really what wrestling's all about. So that's a fair take. The Kingo jumping on the guardrail. This guy's balance is just insane. I mean, obviously, this is just indie wrestling right now. You see a lot in Rampage, just a lot of action. When you put 3 luchadors into a match, this is what you're going to get. This match is going to make 0 sense, but I'm here to enjoy it. I'm here to react. I'm here to talk to you. The Main Event Wrestling Network family or the OTM family or both. And again, we have merchandise on the On the Mark Wrestling podcast website. You could use Crown Jewel, or no, sorry, just Crown, code Crown on our website, 10% off on any purchase, and all purchases go straight back into the production of the podcast. That was a weird break. Penta was a little late to that. Really don't know what Alex Abrahantes is dressed up as. He's just red right now. Red face paint. Penta Cero Miedo just looks yoked, though, right now. Has been a day one AEW guy. Same with his brother. Getting some Lucha chants. Oh. Ooh. The QTV crew behind stage right now, reacting to the show. Again, this is my first time reacting to Rampage, so I don't know if there's any Rampage specific storylines going on here. Please fill me in if you know. those chops from Penta. Realistically, my favorite women's wrestler of all time is AJ Lee, then a close Shotzi, but Shotzi isn't because of her wrestling or that. Robbie, I understand your taste. I get where you're going. Ruby Soho's got to be pretty up there for you, I take it. And I love the all red look that he has going on. Oh my gosh. I mean, Penta's chops. You couldn't pay me enough to take that. Not even a chop. It's just a slap. You want a picture in picture right away. See, this is kind of where I get wrong with Rampage, and I kind of hate about Rampage. There's no story at all. Maybe the main event will be in part of some storyline, but mainly just the main event. And that's usually like the mid card. Collision, though. It sounds like it's going to be a can't miss episode. Lance Archer, we're seeing him in action against Darby Allin. Interested to see where they go with Lance Archer now that they're actually displaying him on TV. We got Swerve in action as well against AR Fox. Swerve should be picking up the victory there. Should be a great match, though. Obviously, we've seen AR Fox in the history with Swerve. So, Robbie, that's a great question. So, who's even on Rampage? That's the thing. They want to stay away from brand splits, which I don't totally agree in because I think that's what's special about WWE is there is SmackDown, there is Raw, there's NXT. AEW should build into that. I think brand splits is a good thing. I don't think it demotes any talent. I just think it really subdivides and makes time for certain storylines. If you want to see these stories, you're going to tune into the show. I don't think every single wrestling fan or AEW fan can tune into every single AEW show. Rampage, I saw a tweet about making Rampage into a women's only show. I wouldn't hate that because I think they have plenty of talent on the AEW women's roster that could create something special. It's about creating the time for them to create those storylines and play them out in full and giving the promos so they're not in picture for Tony Storm. But that's my 2 cents. We're back in action here, though. Out of picture in picture. Blue, Robbie Collins, Sky Blue, my favorite women's wrestler right now. And no, not because of her Insta. Got to play a part in it. I've seen Sky Blue. I met her in person. She's a Chicago native. Seen her indie shows. She's good. I think she's still green. I think there's still some time for her to grow. Obviously, she's very young. I'm not playing too much into the storyline of her and what's her name out of the House of Black. I'm not a huge fan of that. Or spraying the mist. I think that's playing too much into that mist thing. Oh my gosh! If you are not watching Rampage live right now and want some insane action, not gonna see the storylines, obviously. Tune in. I mean, this is a lucha libre match right now. You have three of the best luchadors in the world right now in the ring on AEW television. A lot of flippy doos, a lot of flippy das. And again, I don't know how to react to this match. I'm just kind of enjoying it just because of, I mean, this is entertaining just through wrestling. This is luchador right now. This is just fun. Ooh, gosh, Poison Rana on the hardest part of the ring, for those that don't know. Robbie, well, maybe a bit, but I liked her before even I saw her Insta, to be honest. I just see Sky Blue as potential. I don't think she's anything yet. I mean, maybe in the eyes of some people, but that's good. I think she has the look of becoming a main event wrestler. I need something new. Her character work is not the greatest, in my opinion. She's got to learn how to act and talk. Oh my gosh, what's Penta going for here? Oh my gosh. Like I said, if you're not watching Rampage right now, it's a lot of luchador action. She has really big potential. She's got something big. Bonk. Uh, but her versus Roxanne Perez, let them cook. I genuinely do think if Sky Blue were to move over to WWE, obviously that's not going to happen anytime soon, but maybe uh, she could benefit tremendously from the performance center and training there. Kind of where Brian Pillman Jr. was at, just needed something and needed some. Oh my gosh, Penta! Just she needs something. She needs some insight from people that'll actually coach her. So I don't think there's uh, a lot of voices. Obviously, we know Kenny Omega is and Dustin Rhodes is a part of the women's talent coaching in AEW, and it's done a lot for the main event. Oh my gosh, I genuinely think she's like Sky Blue is just over just because of her looks, which I get it. I really do get it. But Tony Khan's paying into it and putting her on the screen when really shouldn't be. Oh my gosh, Eho. The Kingo just hit him with a 630 cent on. Just beautiful. Do we know how long Jericho has left on his AEW contract? Would love to see him finish his career in WWE. Um, last I knew, he signed a 3-year extension, which I think takes him through 2025, if I'm not mistaken. I think a year has passed since then. You're wrong. It could be 2026, but I think it's longer term. Um, in my opinion, I don't think he needs to finish his career in WWE. I get it. I totally understand if you say that he should. I would love to see it. I mean, obviously, I would love to see it too. Um, Penta Miedo just picked up the win, by the way. Um, but Jericho's been a pioneer for AEW. For AEW's sake, I would like to see him behind the scenes or just behind commentary for AEW if the company makes it that long. But I think that's up to interpretation. Robbie Collins, to be fair, I think she does have good wrestling ability. I think she's good. I don't think she has anything great. I think there's expanding. Her wrestling ability has been it's her character. Robbie Collins, I don't think he needs to either, but I want him to. Exactly. Completely agree. If he were to go back to WWE, I wouldn't complain. I would feel bad for AEW because I think he is a important piece in their production. He has put so many young talent over in AEW and tried to at least. I don't even know what Jay Lethal's group is with Jeff Jarrett, Sanjay Dutt. announcing Jay Lethal cutting a Ring of Honor promo in AEW. That's a disconnect. You don't need to do that. Make ROH. Ooh, Ortiz appearing though. Lights going dark. Could be seeing some House of Black here. Oh, Bullet Club Gold on Rampage. But yes, Bullet Club Gold has just been gold as of recent. Kyle, almost home. Gonna pop in and teach you StreamYard midstream real quick, then bounce. All right, I'll take that. I will send you the invite. Bullet Club Gold has just been incredible. I love what they're doing. Jax, I have sent you the invite through Gmail. Good call. Good call, Gal. Matt Seidel and Christopher Daniels as a tag team against the Gun Club. Matt Seidel and Christopher Daniels, to be fair. I can only imagine the amount of help they've been to AEW backstage. They're older, obviously. Matt Seidel could still go. Christopher Daniels could still go. But the amount of wisdom they could bring to the backstage just can't be understated. Especially Christopher Daniels. Obviously, he's talent relations in AEW. And I mean, the Gun Club just has been incredible. They've been perfect since being the second generation talent. I guess technically third generation, but besides the point. Gun Club selling the kangaroo kick. Colton Gunn just jumped about 6 foot in the air. Robbie should be winning MVM. I will say that. Robbie has been sticking around, even if he's playing FIFA, and it's probably about almost 3 a.m. Actually, past 3 a.m. for Robbie now. Absolute trooper. Sleep is for the weak. Cardblade has made an appearance, and Cardblade is broken. Robbie, we would love to have you. We would love to have you. Have you back. Just happy my internet has sufficed so far. Ooh. Austin just hit Colton with a clothesline. Oh, friendly fire. Again, Austin and Colton, they've shown so much growth so far, especially character work. And Austin has been insane in the ring. Colton has gotten a ton much better. Austin Gunn was within Ring of Honor. No, MLW before AEW. Really didn't hit any strides there, but has gotten so much better in AEW. And I'm glad Colton actually followed in his footsteps. Ooh! Great finishing move. Matt Sydal, formerly known as Evan Bourne, pinned in the middle of the ring. Cleanly. Paul White is on commentary tonight. Not sure if that's usual for Rampage. Decent match. Ooh, I love this question. Hold on. Got a little promo here. I will get to it. I'll stick it up. Austin Gunn can talk too. Yeah. Bullet Club Gold are over. The Guns Up moniker is over. Good stuff from them as always. Robbie Collins, if you had to play a wrestler in a movie, who would you play? Hold on. We'll get to you in commercial. Again, we got RJ City in the background. Oh, Danhausen too. Never mind. Danhausen will be next week.
Let me talk to you.
Let me talk to you.
All right, this is an impromptu StreamYard seminar with Mr. OTM and Ian.
Oh, this is a weird camera angle. I don't like this.
For who?
For you.
I didn't set up everything because, like I said,
this is weird.
I know it's the same room. It's just a different view and the lights behind me. But so obviously you figured out the ticker.
Mm-hmm.
You know how to work that, and you know how to pop up these things, right?
Yep.
You just click on them, and you can create those. And what I like to do during watch-alongs, and there might even be a tab here. So if you click on that OTM tab that's on the side, the folders tab, the OTM at the top, to the left of comments.
I do not see that.
Okay. Well, I have something labeled OTSN once you get to the folders, and it's a completely different ticker and everything like this. Look at it. It says, welcome to the main events. I have separate tabs for each show. So once you find that, it's right above ticker.
Yep.
Right above ticker.
Yep.
So whenever you do a watch along, I thought I renamed it, but I guess I didn't. Go to the OTSN one. Okay. Then it sets you up with that banner. I know it says NXT Halloween Havoc, but obviously you know how to change that. We don't have the logo uploaded for the main event. You could still interact with the people watching live while I'm talking to you.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody's talking.
Before you leave, we have to answer Robbie's question, by the way. It's a good question. It's a fun question.
So there, I put up, so under that OTM, banner now, I added the the main event logo to it, and I put it in the corner. Just you see the logos under that. Okay, so that's how you change the logo. So if you want to go to break or something, it's easy. At the bottom, you obviously remove yourself from the stream. You know how to do that, correct?
Yeah.
So once you remove yourself on that same tab that we are currently on, the OTM tab, there is images you can put in the background. So like you see the images there, OTM and that, you can add images to that. So once you remove yourself, you keep scrolling down, you could play any of these free sounds they give you. That's what I do during breaks. If you need to go get, a drink or whatever, just play that, leave the stream, and it'll keep going.
Okay.
So why don't you do that right now? Leave the stream, play a song, and let's see if this works. There you go. Now.
We're back.
I think you're starting to figure it out then.
We got it. Okay, that's not too difficult.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of exploring when you get to the app. Let me see if I can pull up a main event background for you. See what Robbie's saying. I'm sure Robbie's still in here.
Robbie's still going, yeah.
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 Here we go. Boom, it's huge. Gotta get the other logo in there. And then you can change colors and everything if you go to the brand tab on the other side.
Stuff I knew that. That was from Fireside. I knew that.
Yeah, you know how to do that. So I'm just going to change your look here. And look at that.
Okay, well, let's get to the questions here. Robbie Collins, he asks, for each of us, what wrestler would you play in a movie? Kyle, you're going first.
Play us in the movie?
No, you would play a wrestler in a movie.
Stone Cold.
What?
Because I got the bald head.
Fuck.
And I can hang out with Sammy Guevara.
Sammy Guevara.
There it is.
After last week's performance, maybe no, not an LA Knight. Yeah,
maybe.
Ugh. I don't know. I don't know if I have any look of a wrestler.
Maybe he can answer that for you.
I was gonna say, Robbie, you'd have to say that.
I think Tuck could easily, if he tweaks a few things, pull off Orange Cassidy or John Moxley.
Oh, easily John Moxley.
Yeah.
So we have Soraya and Ruby Soho backstage segment.
Yeah, I don't even have that show on right now. There's your new ticker. Boom. Now, hopefully when I leave... Oh, no. I just got to leave the studio. Hopefully it doesn't end your stream like you did to me.
No, it shouldn't. Hopefully
Kyle, I answered your question. Mr. Gagliardi, the tech teacher. That's what I'm here for.
It's Mr. OTM, not Mr. Gagliardi.
I'm still going to hang out backstage. I'll come back in a little bit. I got to hang up some wet clothes and let them dry real quick.
Yummy. All right, we're back. Mr. OTM is taking a little break a little way. We got Cool Hand Angelo and Daddy Magic. Ooh, little frustration between the two. I like this. Wow. I love what Daddy Magic has been doing recently. Marina Shafir entering the ring now. Honestly, I have no idea who she's facing. We'll find out who she's facing, I guess. I honestly have no idea. Here you go, Robbie. Sky Blue versus Marina Shafir. Marina Shafir, same look, new music. Taking the shoes off and the socks off. Fair enough. She's an MMA fighter. Again, Sky Blue just screams independent wrestler. Again, she's got a good look. Wearing the Scooby-Doo gear. Love it. Showing a recap of her spraying the face into Julia Hart. Excalibur calling out Sky Blue's new gear, even though she's wearing Scooby-Doo gear as a turn-in character. That's pretty funny. I genuinely think there's something to be had with Marina Shafir. I think she brings a legitimacy. There's just no character. Again, the look of her, though, she has something. It's just I don't know what it is to bring it out of her. Pairing her up with Nyla Rose, ain't it, though?
I tell you what, give me some of that Cholula green, dog. Look at Sky Blue.
I see. Here's the thing. We've been talking about it for a little while now. Me and Robbie. Sky Blue. She doesn't have it yet.
No, it's a work in progress.
Exactly. She shouldn't be put into the main event. I don't like her being involved with Julia Hart.
Keep talking. I'm just going to be walking around my place, but I just figured I would voice.
It's just
you could probably still hear me right now.
A little bit. Yeah. I don't know. Robbie Collins. I cannot see Mr. OTM.
Why is Marina Shafir barefoot? She looks like a clown.
She always is. Always is. She's an MMA fighter. Jiu-jitsu.
Boo.
I was saying earlier, I think Marina Shafir has the look. Talent, I think she's still very, very green. Character-wise, I don't know what there is.
She can't wrestle either.
No, exactly.
There's nothing.
I think she's kind of in that Ronda Rousey.
She's a knockoff Shayna Baszler.
That's a great comparison. I was going to say Ronda Rousey, but she doesn't even have that much personality, which there's not a lot with Ronda. Absolutely. Completely agree.
Don't mind me just putting my clothes away.
The new AEW line looks great, by the way.
New AEW line? What are you talking about?
The Rival collection, or what is it called? The action figures?
Oh, they're talking about figures. I'll tell you what, these OTM holiday sweaters are very comfy.
I can't wait to get mine.
Let me show it off. You probably can't even see it. The lighting.
Actually, yeah. Breaking. Robbie Collins, you're going to be the first one to see. Oh, God, that's so dark.
The lighting is so bad in here. I didn't set up my light because I'm going to be here for a half hour, and it's just Robbie.
Oh, come on.
No, Robbie understands. I have to set up everything. Is it worth it?
It's worth it.
All right. The only reason I'm doing it is because Robbie stayed up till 2:30.
Correct. Actually, I'm pretty sure. Robbie, is it 2:30 yet? Robbie says just. Robbie says just Robbie. I'll remember that.
I mean that in an endearing way. Because there's not many people that are loyal like Robbie.
Amen. That is very true. Overseas, too.
Robbie, make some fucking TikToks!
He addressed that earlier. He has something in the books. He's going to release something tomorrow.
I was watching. I know.
Okay.
I'm just giving him shit. He knows that.
We love you, Robbie.
People shit. We're almost done over here, so I'll be on camera for the last 25 minutes of Rampage. I can't believe this is the first Rampage I think I've watched in maybe half a year.
It's been a year for me.
That's saying a lot because you.
I'm an AEW diehard. Yep. It's just so hard. It's hard to get behind him.
They should just make Rampage an all-women show.
I literally talked about that earlier. You might have been on the way home. I think that would be a great idea.
But they definitely need to invest into good stories and not just throw together matches like Tony likes to do.
Yep, it's just time. They need more time.
Yep.
Not more matches, more time.
More time.
More time. Not more kind, though. Oh, God, he's gone now.
No kind.
No kind. Oh, AEW Die of Kind showed up on tonight's Rampage.
Kind's probably got more of a personality than half that roster. This is like a Patreon exclusive here that nobody's going to watch.
Besides Robbie.
It's just Robbie.
This will be uploaded to Main Event Wrestling YouTube just because it's a live stream. If you are still watching by now,
It's already there.
I will give you $500 out of my account because this has been a long live stream. That's not what I meant. YouTube video.
Oh, you watch the YouTube? Yeah, no chance.
Yeah, no.
Even I wouldn't do that, and I run the fucking network.
We're getting to the witching hour here.
Hell yeah! All right.
Robbie Collins says, worst part is I'm not tired one bit. Wow.
Robbie, you might want to get that checked out.
Yeah, that's not good. Get some sleep.
Hold on, I'm going to promote that I'm live with you right now to see if we can get anybody else come in, and then I'm going to show off the sweater.
Tune in for the main event. You can say that. Robbie, is it 3:30 there or 2:30 there?
He said 2:30, didn't he?
Oh. Guys, I make my radio debut tomorrow. RR, Robbie Radio.
Let's go.
Love that. Good shit, man. I don't know if that's legit, but if it is, that's awesome.
Well, I mean, he is only 17 years old, and he's already doing things I never did. So I would say he's on the right path.
Keep grinding, dude. It's all going to pay off. The more you do it early, the better.
Yeah, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life until I was probably 20.
Yeah.
That's when I switched majors to broadcasting, and then that's when I got all my my reps in and my practice. So he's already ahead of that.
Uh-oh. Randy Shamir. Shafir.
You have been live for 3 hours, so I give you a break.
I'm brain dead.
This might be my favorite.
She bit her tit! She bit her tit! Ruh-roh.
Oh, 1, 2. There she goes.
Oh, wait. She'll bite her tit here in a sec.
No, she already won.
Oh, damn.
I'm probably ahead of you.
Ah, you are. Gosh, dang it.
Suck it.
You just tuned in, too. I'm on YouTube TV. What the heck?
YouTube TV is always like a minute behind real TV. You gotta remember, some of us still have cable.
Robbie goes, biting tits. It's all going tits up.
Tits up.
Tits
Let
up.
me change the name of this folder real quick. Rename folder.
Will this automatically upload to YouTube?
Yep, we don't have to do a thing. I already added it to our watch-along playlist as well.
Love that.
Robbie, answer this question for me, because you obviously probably have a different taste than the rest of us since you live across the pond, but what is your go-to late-night snack?
Ooh.
Like, it's midnight, you're not tired, similar to where you're at right now, Robbie. You go to the fridge, you go to the pantry. What are you grabbing?
I'm going for
What
the
is Ian
Cheez-Its.
grabbing?
I'm
Ian's
going for
grabbing,
the Cheez-Its.
I was going to say, Ian's grabbing sweet chili Doritos, which I probably would do.
Anything salty. I actually, no.
Oh, I'm a sweet guy.
No, I have no sweet tooth anymore, which is weird.
That's funny, Ian, because I was like that my entire life, and then just recently, like the past couple of years, ice cream every night.
Ugh, no, I can't do it. I'm not, like, intrigued by it at all. It's like, if I have something, like, if you gave me the hottest wings possible, I'm going to munch on those all night.
He gonna munch, son.
Munch. I need something spicy or salty. I'm getting to that point.
Give me a drum roll. Robbie, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the OTM ugly Christmas sweater.
Da-da!
Not bad at all.
Oh,
It's gonna fit me. You don't want me to put it on?
yes.
Yeah, let's put it on.
Yeah.
Off camera. Subscribe to my OnlyFans. Bald goes wild.
Yeah, actually, off camera, there's another camera
Yep.
that is filming for the OnlyFans.
Feet pics and all.
Like Marina Shafir.
Ugh. I hate her so much.
Robbie Collins says, best midnight snack is sour cream and onion Pringles. Love that.
Ooh,
Or
I don't hate
Quavers.
that. What are those?
I don't know. That's
You're
a
gonna
that's a
have to
British
explain
snack.
those. Yeah, you're gonna have to explain those, Robbie. All right, boys, it's on. Ooh,
Ooh. Actually,
yeah.
that's not bad. Yeah.
It's a,
that-
I got an undershirt on too, but man, that is comfy.
Instead of OnlyFans, Gags fans.
Robbie's in.
Love
For
it.
the low price of $1.99 a month.
You're
We will
cheap,
take your
bitch.
money. I am a slut.
I got my whole bag of popcorn, by the way. Again, I'm a salty boy.
Where'd you get that popcorn?
Cinemark.
I don't know what that is.
The movie theater in Valpo. You could literally go in there and
That's
say,
smart.
I want a giant bag of popcorn. They'll give it to you.
That's smart. I like your
Lasts me
strategy.
a week. Not stale at all
too.
either.
That's the biggest shot. Thank you, sir. You said looking good, Mr. OTM. Robbie, we need to get you one, brother. This is probably a dumb question, but they celebrate Christmas, right? It depends on their religion in other countries,
Yeah, it's
probably.
the same thing.
I am so
Robbie, I'm going to speak for you. Don't mind.
I also want to know what quavers are.
Correct.
If I'm even saying that right.
Robbie, what are Quavers? I don't know if that's like a name brand chip or something, or if that's like a snack, like you have to make it.
If quavers are a chip, you ship me some quavers, Robbie, I'll ship you a holiday sweater.
Oh, wait, sorry. Crisps. It's crisps.
Chips, that's what they say for chips.
No,
right?
chips are crisps.
what I'm
Fries
saying.
are chips.
That's what I said. I said that's what they say for chips is...
Quavers are cheese-flavored crisps. Got it.
Oh, so basically cheese it.
So it's kind of like a...
Cheese it.
What would that be?
Is it baked? Is it baked like the Cheez-Its?
Maybe? Is it
Or
like
maybe it's
powdered?
like a Dorito nacho cheese kind of thing.
I was going to say, is it like powdered, Robbie? Or is it the cheese is in it? Like a Cheez-It.
We got Trent versus Daniel Garcia. It's time for the main event on the Main Event Wrestling Network.
I honestly don't know who goes over here. I would
Now we're the best friends.
I would like Daniel Garcia to go over, obviously.
I think he does go over here, Ian.
But
Not
who
like
gets
I'm-
over?
Not like I'm saying a spoiler. I just really think he's going to win.
He should.
Hold on, I'm going to get us the larger background for us here. The one that Pat Novosel made. I know Pat was in here earlier, so shout out.
Shout out.
Let's pull it up here.
No, the cheese is into the crisp. Okay.
Oh, that's too much for me. You know me and my cheese. I can't do that.
Oh, love cheese.
I can't do too much cheese. All right, let's do a little flippity flop here. Boop, boop.
Mmm.
That one fits perfect.
Mine is
we're
back.
gonna see some Daniel Garcia dancing. Come on, guys.
Wait, how do you... Hold on.
Come on now. Get into it. There it is. Oh, yeah. It's more like this. It's more like this. I hope Robbie's clipping that. Oh, what's up, Kine? Kine is back.
And Robbie goes, and this is getting clipped.
What's your guys' favorite Christmas food? Pigs in a blanket all day. If your pigs in the blanket is the same as ours, and it's the little weenies inside the croissant, then I love those. They're not really a Christmas thing for me, but in my family, a thing that is always on the agenda is sausage and sauerkraut. I am a slut for sausage and sauerkraut.
No. The best from your family is the jalapeno poppers.
Oh, yeah, I even make those now. Those are Donatizers, baby. Man's dancing like Akira Tozawa. Oh, tomorrow, FTR, Roosh, and Preston Vance take on Ricky Starks, Big Bill, and the Gates of Agony.
I said it earlier. Tomorrow's collision sounds really good. I might try to watch it live.
Hold on a fucking minute, Robbie said. What does he got?
Oh, God.
Hold on a fucking minute, he said.
Jalapeno poppers? They were talking about? Oh, it's sausage wrapped in bacon? That's what you guys call that?
We have a different vocabulary for pigs in a blanket, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, our pigs in a blanket are just like a little tiny wiener hot dog with a crescent roll over it.
With cheese.
Right?
We always do cheese.
And what a nice touch. I put a little butter on top of the crescent, and I sprinkle everything bagel seasoning on top.
So I think what they're talking about, sausage wrapped in bacon.
That's just meat.
Well, we do maple bacon. We do a toothpick through a sausage roll, or like a little sausage.
Yeah.
Wrapped with maple bacon, sprinkled with sugar on top.
All right. I don't hate that.
And sometimes with maple syrup on top, too. And it's, super sweet.
Us elves like to stick to the 4 main food groups. Candy canes, candy corns, and syrup. If you know that movie, Kind and Robbie, I'll give you the MVM next week.
You can have some spaghetti for breakfast tomorrow?
With a little bit of cookies and cream Pop-Tart on top.
Ooh.
And then we'll snuggle. So what have you guys asked Santa for this year? I already asked for 2 things that I've gotten. Tickets to Lambeau Field and a trip to Survivor Series with my brother.
Ah, so you are going.
Yeah. That is from Elf. Good job,
Nice.
Kind. Yeah, even Robbie knew that too.
Actually, here's a good question for Kind and Robbie. Where was that movie located in?
Gotcha.
What city?
I was about to say it out loud, but I forgot.
Don't say that. Best snack ever is panini with beans and melted cheese, bacon bits on it, and some ketchup. Oh my gosh, dude!
That sounds like
so here's the thing:
a heart attack.
the United States with ketchup is very we don't go too crazy with it. It's
I don't really like ketchup that much. I used to when I was a kid, but I prefer like mustard on my shit.
The only time I'd use ketchup on anything was my burgers, and now I've switched to mayonnaise.
Oh, you gotta have a little mayo on your sandwich, on your burger. It's just a must.
Kind says New York. Good job. Very proud.
Kind, you are doing fantastic tonight on our trivia questions.
We're just doing trivia night with overseas. That's another good question.
I got people DMing me for gambling advice. I go, yeah, maybe now's not the time to do that. I did win my bet. I won my parlay yesterday. I don't know if I shared that with you. You saw it.
Dude, I have been dipping bad.
We're going to bounce back tomorrow if you want to tail some of my bets. I have a great feeling on some college bets tomorrow, and my college parlays usually hit. So I'm going to whip one up first thing in the morning.
I found this guy on Twitter, Parlay Chef. Been very good for me. It's been a 90% hit rate.
The only thing when you start following people like that is you better make sure you are following him on mainly every bet, because if you pop in and pop out to his bets, you're going to catch him on a cold streak, and you're going to be like, oh, fuck, this guy lost me money. But if you ride those guys and put like $5 on every one of the bets they post, you probably are going to end up making money.
It was the World Series that ruined me. That World Series just wiped me clean.
I don't bet baseball. Baseball's so hard to bet. I am steaming, though, in the sweatshirt with that light on me. I will say that. It keeps you warm, so I guess this thing is doing its job. It's fucking beautiful. It is so comfy.
It looks nice.
Yeah, I'm very pleased on how these turned out.
Kind with some great comments. He says, mayonnaise is beautiful, and if you ride those guys for $5...
Yeah.
Amen.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument.
I'm glad Ian understood that. I'm going to have to go on the balcony here after Rampage, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
I go smoke a cigar outside.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Live stream.
It is
cigar?
definitely cigar time. Yeah.
Mmm.
That's a code word, Ian.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't say too much on here because you never know what part of the stream somebody's going to tune into. But I will be partaking in a cigar. My last cigar, by the way.
Ooh.
It's all right. I'll be in the area on Friday to pick up more cigars.
You have an appointment?
I will have to schedule an appointment on Friday. But yeah, more cigars will be on the way, but we're going to go the whole week with no cigars.
Kine, you were too young to be saying that.
What'd he say?
Said cigar and whiskey.
I mean, he's right.
Well, yeah, but like, come on now.
Let me show you the whiskey of choice right now.
Ooh.
New product. So this bourbon, Ian, just hit the market 3 months ago. It's on the pricier side, but it is Wilderness Trail Bourbon Bottled in Bond. It is located in Kentucky. You really can't see it. There we go. I have it in my decanter right now. As you can see with the price tag, you probably can't see it. It's a $58 bottle. But
just give it to me for free, like you usually do with all the liquor.
I was going to say, you know how much free booze I just have sitting around?
It's at least $200 worth.
Oh, 100%. Might be more.
Robbie Collins says, let's play Guess the Wrestler. He recently stole a certain cup.
Akira Tozawa.
Thank you.
Oh, and we're back to the action.
I am a distinguished 18-year-old gentleman. This is from Kine. Especially after a long week in the garage, Friday night, sit down with a glass of whiskey and a light cigar. It's a beautiful time. I agree.
They're allowed to drink at 18 there.
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
But that's weird. I just started recently. I haven't gotten into the hard liquor, but cigars, yes, absolutely.
They develop a little quicker over there, I guess.
Kind.
Proper 12 is my whiskey, Kind. Proper 12, I sell Proper 12. If you like apple, try their new Proper 12 apple. It is delicious with a little bit of Sprite. Oh, Robbie said he's had a little bit of Di Serono, to be honest. The best alcohol I've ever had. And if you don't know what Di Serono is, it's like an amaretto-based liqueur. Noam stole it from Butch when Gallus Boys robbed him. Noam did, but if you watched NXT this week, Tozawa had the cup in the funhouse. Or I should say the scary house, whatever the fuck they call it. Trent? Where's Trent? What's his face? Why isn't he with Trent? Or they just ban people from ringside?
I don't know.
Chuck Taylor, that's his name.
They didn't do the Trent still did the thing at the entrance ramp where he does like the what do we call that? By himself, so kind of showed out like his friends are still not there. It's kind of funny.
Kind said he's going to get the Apple One next. I love it.
Ooh, love it.
Oh, here we go. Oh, I thought he was going to hit the dance. He did the pose in the corner. Just a couple running knees to Trent. They're kind of cooking right now.
You're a little earlier than me. It's like 5 seconds.
I know, I'm not saying too much. I just said they're cooking.
Ooh.
That is Converse, isn't it, Ian? He said Chuck Taylor. Isn't that Converse shoes? Aren't those called Chuck Taylors?
I think so.
Yeah, I think he's right. But that's what the guy's called, right? Trent's partner?
Chucky T, yeah. Trent, a former WWE wrestler, by the way.
Oh, I knew that. You don't have to run that by me. He was he came in with Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder.
Okay, hold on. That pin right there from Daniel Garcia, you already saw it.
Yeah.
That was a 3 count, but
well,
it was weird.
AEW refs. What are you going to do? I ain't had alcohol in months, man. Need to try some more. Hey, give it some time, Robbie.
Dude.
Robbie, you already said your age on here. You got to take it easy.
I have. I watched the Five Nights at Freddy movie. Very good. I thought it was good for the fans.
Oh, I heard it wasn't good.
It's
I heard it wasn't scary
if you're not,
at all.
It wasn't that scary. If you're not a Five Nights at Freddy like lore fan, which I have been since like very early, you probably won't be a fan. It was a movie for the fan base, but I think they have something cooking there.
When you watch Roman retain all the time, you need alcohol every once in a while.
Yeah, that's fair.
Robbie, I bet you the FBI could find you. He said they couldn't find him. It's impossible.
Probably pretty easy.
Yeah. Just search his Twitter. He's very active.
Oh, the German.
How about the Germany PLE they got for next year? Did you see that? The WWE's going to Germany? Yeah.
Which PLE?
It's just like one of the made-up ones. I don't know the name of it. It's kind of like, I think it's Clash something. Like, you know how they did Clash at the Castle? They're doing Clash in Berlin or something like that.
Who's the German wrestler?
Gunther.
Who?
Gunther.
Is he actually from Germany?
He's Austrian.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So that's like a home field for him. It's not good if you don't understand the lore. It's got loads of stuff in it. As a lore fan, I loved it, but my friends who are not didn't.
Exactly. That's perfectly stated.
Robbie said he hides in a secret lab in San Marino.
Well, you just said where you're at.
Bash in Berlin, that's what it's called. And Kind said Ilya versus Gunther would be an amazing main event. Yes, it would.
That'd be perfect timing.
Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense because that's next summer, I think.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, what time of the year?
Yeah, next summer, late summer. I want to say August.
Okay. Oh, that's perfect timing.
I know you probably saw, too, AEW announced they're going back to All In, which means that All Out's going to be the week after All In again. They need to space that out.
I don't know if they'll do that again. It won't be the week after. I can probably assure you that.
But the thing is, we caught a good pay-per-view.
I thought
All Out was good. Yeah, it wasn't great, but it wasn't like All Out 2021, which was my favorite AEW pay-per-view ever.
Obviously that's my favorite pay-per-view of all time, but I was there live. And that was my first pay-per-view ever. We saw
and you just went to your first WWE pay-per-view as well this summer.
Mm-hmm. And the one thing I got from it is Ford Field in Detroit is incredible.
It's nice.
Except if you have a crutch and you have to walk down about, 100 stairs every single time. It's not fun.
Yeah, we did get there an hour early, too.
Yeah, that wasn't great.
We're like, all right, it's time to start the show. Oh, no, the pre-show's starting up. We could have
nice DJ.
More. I love the fact that WWE are going more international with the PLEs. Yeah, I agree. That's what Kind was saying. Ooh, Garcia just slapped the shit out of Trent Beretta.
Waiting for it.
Oh, yeah! There it is! Let's get it! Wait for it, Ian. I want to see you do it. There it is. Drink it in, man. Garcia's really not holding back here. Trent might be in trouble. Wow. All right. And they did that, 2 minutes to go in the show?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I don't know if they're going to do anything else after that.
The guy is so good.
He's definitely underrated. D12, yeah. Isn't that the group that was with Eminem? I think that's what Kind's talking about.
I do not know.
I think Eminem came up with D12. Oh, he's cutting a promo. Holy shit. He said it's been 6 months since he's last had a singles match on AEW television. At least if Daniel Garcia was in WWE, he could cook in NXT.
I said that with Sky Blue. She would be in NXT.
Oh, yeah. She would be a great NXT talent. She fits in perfectly for with Cora Jades and Roxanne's. OTM on next week.
Whoa, he's calling up MJF?
Everybody's going after MJF. Kind said, yeah, but now it's just Swifty, Kaniva, and I want to meet and greet tickets for their Manchester show in December. Oh, nice.
Huh.
That'll be cool. Enjoy that. Are you asking Robbie if OTM's on next week? Because, of course, we barely are skipping weeks nowadays. We just fucking...
We'll be there.
We rotate that bitch now.
I was gonna say it'll probably be us too. Actually, no.
Tuck said, yeah, the last couple weeks Tuck has been busy with baseball, but I think this week was the last baseball practice, wasn't it?
Correct.
What should I watch now that wrestling's over? Oh, GCW.
Oh,
more GCW.
You gonna stay live?
No, I'm not staying live for GCW. You can go ahead and thank everybody. Say what you want to say, and I'll tie a knot on this thing.
Yeah, Robbie, obviously, thank you for sticking around. This has been a marathon. This is supposed to be just the Rampage, the reaction show, but I logged into my computer, got the live stream ready, and I saw Rampage isn't until 9, because obviously
it always
I haven't seen
9.
Yeah, I have not seen Rampage in a long
Whoa, GCW is like wrestling at a bar. It's sick.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, you got to turn it on.
Kine and Robbie, thank you guys from over the seas. You guys are incredible. Thank you for being OTM day ones. Well, not day ones, but pretty damn close to it. Again, if you want to support us, is the Main Event Wrestling Network. Obviously, we are from the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast. We are live every single Thursday for those that do not know. And if you don't know, please tune in, because we are we like to be entertaining. We like to entertain.
Yeah.
If you like the format of this show and this live reaction, this is how it goes. We like to entertain the crowd. By the way, support the House of Gags, because this is Mr. OTM. Maybe I'll dethrone him. This is Happy Ian. I'm very happy. I like what's going. But yeah, Gags, please close this out, Mr. OTM.
Yeah, you brought up possibly dethroning me. You can try to dethrone me if you want to get involved with our OTM Crown Jewel predictions. If you're in the Discord, leave them in the Discord. If you have our socials, shoot us a DM, or just reach out to us directly at Pot on the Mark on Twitter. Give us all your picks. I believe there are 8 matches. Does that sound right?
Yep.
8 matches for tomorrow. This pay-per-view is literally happening in hours. We are a half day away from Crown Jewel. Like Ian said, appreciate you guys being along for the ride. This is the longest watch-along anybody's ever done on this channel. Obviously, we are brand new, but if you are new to the Main Event Wrestling Network, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you're following us, like Ian said, at mainevent_net. If you'd like to be a part of the Main Event Wrestling Network, there are plenty of opportunities. You could even hop on these watch-alongs with us. I know Robbie reached out asking when the next watch-along is going to be. I typically don't plan those things out just because things are so random during the week. That's why things fell through with the NXT watch-along. But I think I can probably swing an NXT watch-along this week, Robbie. I'll let you know. But yeah, if you're not involved with the main event, reach out to one of us and we'll get you involved. But for now, Ian, I think we are going to sign off, right?
Yeah, I'm ready to go to bed or that's me saying that, even though they are 5 hours.
I was gonna say,
ahead
dude,
of us.
Robbie, it's 3:00 where Robbie is at. Robbie, get some rest. You got Crown Jewel in.
Oh my gosh,
a little bit.
Yeah, big day of wrestling tomorrow. Crown Jewel should be a great pay-per-view. And if you want some predictions, just late second predictions, and want to get your own predictions in, please go check us out at On the Mark Wrestling Podcast. You can catch us on Spotify or any place that you get the podcasts at. And give us your thoughts. Reach out to us on Twitter. You could reach out to us personally or just at the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast Twitter.
Or to just take a visit to the onthemarkwrestlingpodcast.com and get yourself this OTM holiday sweater using promo code CROWN this weekend. You will save 10% off your order. And thank you, everybody, for checking out this watch-along. We will see you next time. When that will be, I do not know, but we definitely will see you again. Have a good night, guys.